The project is launched. The champagne is popped. The team is celebrating a brilliant, flawless plan. Everyone is high on optimism. What could possibly go wrong? Flash forward 6 months. The project is a smoldering ruin. Over budget, behind schedule, and a total failure. The team sits around a table, dejected, conducting a post-mortem, trying to figure out what went wrong when it's already too late. But what if you could have that conversation before you even started? What if you could kill your project on paper to save it in reality? This is the power of a brilliant, counterintuitive strategic exercise. It's called the pre-mortem. A post-mortem asks, what did go wrong? A pre-mortem asks a much more powerful question, what will go wrong? Developed by psychologist Klein, it's a simple but profound exercise. Here's how it works. You get your team in a room right at the beginning of a project, and you say, okay, everyone, I have a crystal ball. It's 1 year from today, and I'm seeing that this project has been a complete and utter disaster, a total failure. Now, for the next 10 minutes, I want everyone to write down, individually and silently, every single reason you can think of why we failed. This simple prompt is an act of psychological genius. It does 3 critical things. First, it completely bypasses our natural optimism bias and our fear of being seen as not a team player. When you're brainstorming for success, no one wants to be the negative voice that says, but what if the budget gets cut? But in a pre-mortem, being negative is your job. Finding a fatal flaw isn't pessimism. It's being a star employee. Second, it neutralizes groupthink. The silent individual brainstorming is key. It prevents the loudest or most senior person from dominating the conversation and anchoring everyone to their opinion. It allows the quiet, junior member who has spotted a real problem to have an equal voice. And third, it gives you a roadmap of your project's biggest risks, generated by the people who know it best. Now, you go around the room. Each person reads one reason for failure. The marketing team didn't have enough lead time. Our key supplier went out of business. A competitor launched a similar product 2 weeks before us. You group them, you prioritize them, and then you ask the most important follow-up question. Okay, how can we strengthen our plan right now to prevent this from happening? You're not just identifying risks, you're building a contingency plan, an immune system for your project. Let's bring the marketing team into our planning meetings starting next week. Let's identify 2 backup suppliers and get quotes from them just in case. The pre-mortem transforms a team's vague, passive anxiety into a concrete, active plan of action. This isn't just for business. You can do a personal pre-mortem. Your goal is to run a marathon. Imagine it's race day and you failed to finish. Why? I got injured from overtraining. I lost motivation in the cold winter months. Work got busy and I skipped too many long runs. And then you build the plan. I'll add a mandatory cross-training day. I'll join a running group for accountability. I'll schedule my long runs like important meetings. You have killed your goal on paper, so you can bring it to life in reality. The pre-mortem is a declaration that you are not a victim of the future, you are a co-creator of it. It's a mindset shift from, I hope this works, to, let's make this work. It's the ultimate act of strategic pessimism, a tool for the proactive, not the paranoid. Because success is not just about having a great plan A, it's about anticipating the failures and already having a plan B, C, and D. The pre-mortem doesn't eliminate all risk. Unforeseen events will still happen, but it builds resilience. A team that has already imagined failure is not panicked by it. They are prepared for it. They have already discussed the worst-case scenarios, so they don't have to have that debate in the middle of the crisis. It inoculates you against the panic and paralysis that so often accompany unexpected setbacks. So the next time you start a project, a new job, a new life goal, don't just make a vision board for your success. Make a pre-mortem board for its failure. Invite disaster to the planning meeting. Give your fear a voice, a name, and a seat at the table. And then listen to what it has to say. It might just tell you the secret to avoiding it. Success is often just failure averted. And the pre-mortem is your best tool of aversion. Fail on paper first, so you can succeed in the real world. If you're ready to fail smarter, give this video a like to support the idea. And subscribe for more counterintuitive strategies for success. Share this with your team before your next big project. And in the comments, tell us one potential failure point you can now see in a current goal.